Hello everyone, I'm Siddharthan. I hope you are doing well. I'm glad to share that I'm starting a hands-on complete Python course where this course will be beneficial for beginners, intermediate and advanced learners. So we will start this course from absolute basics of Python programming and move all the way up to the advanced topics. And we will also focus mainly on hands-on part and also building some interesting Python projects as well. So later, once we are done with this course, we will also work on some of the interesting use cases like how you can develop APIs in Python, how you can develop Django applications or machine learning applications. So this is the agenda of the course, and this is what we are going to learn in this particular course. And I wanted to make this introductory video to share you what is the high level content that we will be covering and also the minute topics that we will be discussing. So this will be the agenda for this video, and let's get started. So we will start this Python course with first understanding what is Python and how it is different from the other programming languages like C or C++ that we have. And in the next part, we will discuss what are all the different Python applications that we have and how it's basically used in industry and what are all the different applications that kind of comes together. And then we will discuss how you can set up your environment with, let's say, Colab or VS Code, PyCharm or Jupyter Notebook. So all that part will be covered so that I kind of get you started with the environment so that you can start with your Python programming. And then we will discuss the concept and hands-on aspects of Python, like what is a variable, what is a data type, how to write if conditions, for loops, functions, classes, or object-oriented programming. So which is the major part of this Python course. So all these will be covered in this concepts and hands-on part, where we will make conceptual videos time to time and also mainly focus on hands-on part as well. So the next aspect would be to work on API development. So once we are thorough with all these concepts and other details, we will work on this application part of Python, which is how you can develop this backend APIs using Python. And we will also build some interesting Django application, also work on some of the ML machine learning use cases that we can work on. So these are all the topics that we'll be covering. And I wanted to assure that even if you are like new to programming, this course will be like really helpful for you as I'll be covering from the very basics. So you can like don't have to have any fear on I don't know Python or I don't know programming, I haven't learned C or something. So it's definitely going to be easier for you. So these are all the high level topics, but again, if you want to get a more detailed understanding of the topics that you want to know, so I've made another slide for that. So as I said, we will start with understanding what is Python and how it is different from the other languages that we have, and also discuss the different applications that Python has in current market in industry. And we will also discuss like how you can set up your environment with this IDEs and notebook, whether it can be a VS Code, PyCharm or Jupyter notebooks. So I'll navigate you to the resources that you can kind of refer to set this environment up and just get started with writing Python programs. So once that environment setup part is done, we will start with the Python concept. So what is a data type, what is a variable, and how to use this operators and so on. And we will also move to the other topic, which is like the conditional statements such as if statements, else, and so on. We will also discuss about loops such as for loops and while loops and what are all the different complexities that you can add and what are all the problems that it can solve. And along the way, we will also work on some minor Python projects as well, so that you can put all these learnings into action and see for yourself like how this is going to solve a particular problem. So we will also move to the advanced topics such as like functions and the specific types of functions like lambda functions. So then we will learn about classes and objects. So how you can create these classes and how you can create this object from these classes and so on. So we'll also work on detailing about like how you can handle exceptions in a Python code, how you can like handle this different errors and so on. And we'll also work on file handling. So there are like different types of file and how we are going to handle those files. So we will also focus a lot on object oriented programming, which is kind of an advanced stuff, but it's like really it's going to be helpful for you in your work or even in your learning phase. So after that, we'll also work on several independent modules. So we have like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and so on. So there are like a lot of libraries, and we will kind of take one library at a time and try to work on it so that you get this entire understanding of the purpose of that library and how it can be used to the best of its abilities. So then we will move to the DB integration, which is a very important part when it comes to data engineering projects. So how you can connect to different databases like MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB or something, and even to the cloud resources like a storage account or a S3 bucket. So we'll cover like all those details when it comes to the data integrations and DB integrations, which is basically database integration. And then we will move to the use case aspects, where we will try to build some backend APIs using libraries like Flask, Fast API, and whatnot. So then we will build some interesting Django applications applications, which is basically Django is for creating this web applications completely in Python. So the next aspect would be to work on some machine learning applications, just taking some data, training some models, and see like how this can be useful for us. So it's completely fine if you are not sure about some of these topics that I've mentioned. So along the way, you will definitely get it. So all I'm asking is like, as we will be focusing more on the hands-on part, so just watching the videos or learning this concept won't be helpful. So you actually have to practice the code, type for yourselves, and see like how this works. So I definitely know that this is going to be an interesting journey for you, and I hope that you are interested and excited to learn this as I am. So that's it for this introductory video, and I'll see you in the next upload. Thanks for watching, and stay connected.